Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Now, I haven't actually done one of these fantasy pick videos now for a good few weeks. We're currently coming up to game week 6, so I'm going to run through my team and my picks, and I'm going to make a transfer as well in time for this weekend's fixtures. Looking at the past couple of weeks since the last video, I haven't been doing too badly overall. However, on game week 4, I had only 27, which was absolutely diabolical, you could say. Last week as well, I did actually pick up things with 83 points, which was fairly pleasing, which puts me actually in an overall rank of 549,205, which isn't too bad considering there are over 5 million players. I do want to improve on this though, and I really need to get into that top 4 million in this coming week. So if we go back to my team and who actually picked up my points, so you can see fostering goals got me 7. Went with a back 3 of Alonso, Trippier and Dawson, each of them picking up 6 points apiece, each of them getting clean sheets in the process as well. Centre of the park, we have Dele Alli, who picked up 3. Actually brought in Robbie Brady a week before or so. He actually got me 6 points. I think he had an assist in the match against Liverpool, which he did. There you go. Salah, who's been scoring really well in fantasy football this season so far, he got me 10. And Richie of Newcastle, who came back with 11 points. Now, a couple of years ago when he was playing for Bournemouth, I actually had him for most of the season and he did really well, and really surprised he actually stepped down into the Championship with Newcastle. But he's back in the Premier League now, and I've actually stuck him in my squad, and at the moment he's paying dividends, and long may that continue. As you can see, he actually provided those 2 assists against Stoke in their 2-1 victory at St James's Park. And up front, I've actually changed a couple of players in that front line since the last fantasy video. Still got Lukaku up front, who actually came back with a score of 24. He was my captain, though. I've put Chicharito in and Wood. Wood has scored 2 goals in the last 3 games. However, Chicharito, I think that is probably a little bit of a mistake from my part. I need to ship him out, but I think I'm going to hold on to him for one more week and probably ship him out next week. What I'm going to have to do, though, I really like Aguero, but Aguero, he's a little bit too expensive for me at the moment, so I do need to improve somewhere. Dele Alli hadn't really been doing it this season. I think he's got a couple of goals. Let's have a look at his performance so far. So game week 1, he did actually come back. He actually scored a goal, and he came back with the 8 points. And then game week 3 against Burnley, he chipped in with a goal as well. But since then, he's kept a couple of clean sheets, but hadn't really been pulling up any trees. He's had 3 points these last couple of weeks. So, and I really need to be seeing a bit more from Dele Alli. I did actually have him in my team throughout the whole of last season, but I think I may make a change from him for this week. Looking at Man City, they've scored something like, I think, they've scored 11 goals in the last 2 fixtures, 5-0 victory against Liverpool, of course, and the 6-0 win at Watford. So I think I'm going to bring in a Man City midfielder for Dele Alli, and that should free up some funds for me to get a half-decent striker instead of Chicharito, which I will probably get rid of in a week's time. So if we go to transfers, I still got my wild card to play. So if we go to transfers, and I'm going to look for... See, Mkhitaryan is 8.5, but I think I'm going to go for Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne, 9.9, but David Silva, see, he's 8.3, 0.2 cheaper than Mkhitaryan. I think Silva has actually weighed in with 4 assists and all. Mkhitaryan has got the 5, but looks like David Silva has played slightly more minutes. than Mkhitaryan. So I think I'm going to put in David Silva this week and take out Dele Alli, which will free up some funds. I'll have 1.9 in the bank then to play around with next week. So I will make that transfer. Still got that free hit, of course, to play. So my team for this week, okay, Foster, I think I'm going to swap him out. I'm going to swap him out for Pickford, who plays for Everton, home to Bournemouth, where Manchester United, I can see them scoring at Southampton. So I'm going to swap my keepers. Defensive wise, they're all away. I can't see Southampton, as we say, we put Foster on the bench for Southampton. I'm going to have to keep Cedric on the bench as well for a second week. He actually got 6 points last week for Southampton at Palace. But if you checked out my predictions video last week, you can see that I actually predicted a Palace victory, and I got that one totally wrong, didn't I? I think I'm going to take out Dawson. Out of these three here, I can actually see maybe West Ham, possibly Chelsea as well, getting clean sheets in those away matches. But I think Arsenal will probably gain a home victory against West Brom. So I'm going to take Dawson out for this week and put in Keane. And I'm going to put Cedric as my second choice, and I'm going to put Knockaert as my first choice substitute. So going through the team now for this week 6 is Pickford in goals against Bournemouth, Alonso, Chelsea away to Stoke. I'm going to keep with Trippier. I think he got me 6 points last week with that clean sheet against Swansea, which he did. Previous week, of course, he reined in with an assist against Everton. And the other defender coming in is Keane against Bournemouth as well. So I've doubled up there on my Everton defensive unit. In midfield, I've gone with Silva, who's just come into the team. Brady and Burnley are at home against Huddersfield. Salah, of course, great form at the moment. They are away. Liverpool are away to Leicester. I think that's going to be a tight match, probably 1-1. Hopefully Salah will get the goal or assist there. Richie, hopefully he'll continue his fine vein of form with Newcastle away at Brighton. Up front, Wood, hopefully he'll knock in with a goal or an assist as well against Huddersfield. Chicharito, now this is a decision. Do I keep him in or should I put in? This is a tough one. Tottenham, defensively very good. Is Chicharito even going to start this weekend? That is a decision. Lukaku, of course, I'm going to keep him in there. But I don't think I'm going to keep him as captain. I'm going to probably put him in as captain next week against Crystal Palace. So I'm actually going to put in David Silva as my captain for this weekend. However, I'm going to put Lukaku as my vice-captain. Cedric, Dawson, can't see them getting a clean sheet. Maybe Dawson could score. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go with 3. I don't think. Could I go with 2 up front and put Knockaert in there? Yeah, I think I'm going to go. Chicharito's going to have to go on the bench. Knockaert is going to have to come in. So I'm going to play 3-5-2 formation with Knockaert now coming into the midfield. Okay, they are playing Newcastle, but you never know. He might, Brighton might get a goal. Hopefully Knockaert will get that goal or even assist. So there we are, guys. That's my team for the week. As you can see, I am, as I said before, 549,000 in the overall rank. Hopefully that will go into the top 400,000 or so this coming week. But that's my team. So guys, if you can comment below, making any suggestions on who I should really go for up front next week. I think I'm going to trade in Chicharito for somebody. Not sure who as yet. I'm going to have a ponder of that in the week. Maybe Knockaert could go from the squad. I have got this 1.9 million to play with next week. But there we are, guys. If I save my team there, don't want to forget that. So there we are, guys. That's my team for the week. Leave a comment below. See how I can improve that and go up that global league even higher. But for now, I'll bid you farewell. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you real soon.